Hello students. So in today's video, we are going to cover the topic elasticity of demand. So elasticity measures the extent to which demand will change. It may be defined as the percentage change in quantity demanded divided by percentage change in price. So let us understand it. So as we all know that when the price increases, the demand decreases, and when the price decreases, the demand increases. So elasticity of demand tells us that to what extent does the demand increases or decreases, okay, on the increase or rise or fall of price. So in other words, we can say that elasticity of demand is defined as the percentage change in quantity demanded to the percentage change in price. Okay, so this is what elasticity of demand is. So the formula of elasticity of demand is percentage change in quantity demanded by percentage change in price. This is the formula. It tells us that due to the increase or decrease of price, to what extent does the demand increases or decreases. Okay, so now let us move towards the next one, that is degree of price elasticity. So degree of price elasticity can range from 0 to infinity. It can be equal to 0. Okay, I'll just write it. It can be, okay, so ED can be equal to 0. It can be equal to 1. It can be equal to infinity. It can be more than 1, and it can be less than 1. So these are 5 degrees of price elasticity. Okay, so we will take them one by one. So the first one is price perfectly elastic demand. Okay, ED equals to infinity. So perfectly elastic demand says that a little change in price leads to a infinite change in quantity demanded. So if the price is this much P1 and the quantity is Q1, so a little change in price, if I will just change the price, the quantity demanded will be this much. Okay, so it is just infinity. So we can say that ED equals to infinity. This is the demand curve. So the demand curve of perfectly elastic demand is horizontal straight line. Fine. This is the demand curve of perfectly elastic demand. Okay. Now moving towards the next one, that is perfectly inelastic. Okay, chalo, perfectly inelastic. This one, okay, not dropping everything, just dropping what is important, not important. Okay, so perfectly inelastic demand, where ED is equals to 0. Fine. Now comes perfectly inelastic demand says that irrespective of any rise or fall in the price of a good, the quantity demanded remains the same. So it means whether there will be a rise, okay, whether there will be a rise or whether there will be a fall of price, the quantity demanded will remain the constant. It will not change. Okay. Okay, now so the graph of this one will be, let's assume that this is OP1, P1. Okay, so even if we increase, this is Q1, so even if we increase the price, the demand will be same. Okay, P2, and even if we decrease the price, the demand will the same. So we can say that whether the price increases or decreases, the demand remains the same. So ED equals to 0. Fine. Now I think this is clear. Next one is, okay, one more thing is that price perfectly inelastic demand in the real life or in the real world, we can say that it is very rare. Okay, so there is a very rare case of perfectly inelastic demand. Fine. So this was all about The second one, that is perfectly inelastic. Now comes the third one, that is unitary elastic. Okay, so I'll just rub this one. Okay, now comes the third one, that is unitary elastic demand. Okay, so there ED equals to 1. Fine. Chalo. So unitary elastic demand says that there is a equal or proportionate change in price and quantity demanded. Okay, so here you can see the exact meaning. Okay, it says that situation when percentage change in price is same as the quantity demanded. So the percentage change in price will come same as the quantity demanded. So we can just represent it like okay, we can represent it like this is P1, this is our P1, and this is our Q1. So even if the price increases, so when the price increases to P2, okay, 1 minute. Okay, so when the price increases to P2, the demand also decreases to Q2. Okay, so there's a change in price and quantity in the same proportion. Okay, so this will be the demand curve. Okay, let's say this is A and let's say this is B. So this is unitary elastic demand, ED equals to 1. So the proportionate change in price leads to the proportionate change in quantity demanded. Okay, so both are equal. So this was all about unitary elastic demand. Now comes the next one, the fourth one, that is relatively elastic. Okay, so I'll just drop this one. You can just note it down. Okay, because it's very important for your exams purpose. So the fourth one is relatively elastic demand. Okay, so it can be represented as ED greater than 1. So relatively elastic demand says is a situation where the small change in price leads to a big change in quantity demanded. Means a small change in price leads to a big change in quantity demanded. Fine. So it can be represented as this is our P1 and Q1. Fine. So the small change in price leads to a big change in quantity demanded. This is our relatively elastic demand. So this is A, this is B, and this is our demand curve. Fine. Small change in price, you can see you can see this thing, the space between the price 1 and price 2 and the space between Q2 and Q1. Okay, so this is what relatively elastic demand is. Fine. Now comes the last one, that is relatively inelastic demand. Okay, so this is the last one. Just rub them also. Okay, sure. So the fifth one is relatively inelastic demand, where ED is less than 1. Okay, so this is our axis. Okay, so relatively inelastic demand says that a large change in price leads to a small change in quantity, just opposite to the relatively elastic demand. A big change in price leads to a small change in quantity demanded. Fine. So this is what relatively inelastic demand says. Or we can say that a given percentage change in a price produces a relatively less percentage change in quantity demanded. Okay, so let's see, this is our P1 and this is our Q1. So when the price decreases, large change in price leads to a small change in quantity demanded. Okay, so this is large change in price. You can see the distance, this is gap between P1 and P2, and you can also see the gap between Q1 and Q2. So you can analyze that. Yes, there is a large change in price and a very small change in quantity demanded. So this is what relatively inelastic demand says. Okay, so this was all about the elasticity of demand and the degree of price elasticity. In the next video, we will cover some calculations regarding elasticity of demand. Okay, so I hope you all have understood this topic. In the next video, we will cover the calculation, and if still you have any query regarding this topic, you can just mention it in the comment box, and I'll just try to reply them. Okay, so thank you. Stay safe, stay home.